Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're back again. Storm here.
Mom here. Hi.
Kimmy here.
We're going to be watching more of The Witcher. We are on episode 5 of season 1. This one's called Bottled Appetites.
Oh, goodness.
I don't know. So with this show, I really enjoy it so far, but the sky is the limit, I guess, and we're learning a lot, but we're barely touching the surface. A lot of you guys are telling us there's a lot of lore, a lot of history with this world. So immediately, bottled appetites, I think some kind of spell, curse, like you bottle... Like
is it really
stomach?
Like, literally speaking,
yeah.
or is it I'm keeping my appetite, I'm bottled up, I don't want to tell you?
Yeah, like that would be like the normal way, but I'm like, oh God. And again, this show is a lot gorier than I thought it was going to be. And every episode, I'm like, holy crap. Right. So one thing we didn't really talk about last time was we saw, we'll just say the present time after the queen is killed, and the Nilfgaardians or something go over to her and cut that flesh off her arm and eat it. Like it's some kind of magic spell to find Ciri. So he eats the flesh and then he seizures or something, and then his buddy next door, like next to him, just guts him. And then finds out where Ciri is in the forest. And I'm like, what just happened? So I know it was some kind of tracking spell. But I was still like, how gory can we get here? Let's show you how brutal this is. If we're going to do any kind of magic, sacrifice. And that was so... To eat the flesh. I'm like, I get it to like sense, but nasty. So, I really love the good parts of Henry Cavill. He's amazing as the Witcher.
Yes,
Not knowing the books or the short stories or the game. You know, like he is amazing. I love his voice, how he looks. I think he just looks like the Witcher to me.
His expression.
That's right, he says, definitely.
And just how dry he is, and he has like a loving heart, and he reminds me a lot of Wolverine. They're a bit different, but kind of the same, where they do have a gentle heart to a certain extent, and they like animals, and have a soft spot for the underdog. And here, Jaskier is like one of his buddies now that actually does follow him around.
Jaskier, yes.
Wasn't a one-time deal. I mean, we're jumping timelines now, so it gets a little confusing, but it seems like they really became buddies, and they're so freaking
He tolerates him very well.
Yes, he does.
I mentioned
talks a lot. He sings a lot, too.
Yeah, I love that. That's what's so fun about him. He's good. He does. And he also helped the Witcher look better by spreading the word in a positive way, how good he is.
That's
and fighting, give a coin to your Witcher. Yeah, it's something positive. Yeah, so that was a really good. Maybe we'll hear it more because I'm sure a lot of you guys probably have it stuck in your head. But yeah, so I like them together, and I mentioned last time that the Witcher like trying to drink his beer or something, and Jaskier just took it away. I'm like, oh, and he just said, okay.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
when he's
that's right. Yeah,
I was like,
cleaned up.
Yeah, I'm like, you guys have a bond there, and he saved him a few times. Like, yes, he took on a job to help him, but. Anyways, I just like Jaskier following.
I do too. He's great. He was fantastic at that betrothal banquet.
That's trying to
rally up everybody, and did everything jazzy instead of like he was going to do classical music. And the queen said, "No, you made
it more pep or something."
Yes.
Yeah. So
it's good to have around.
Yeah.
So the whole idea of the law of surprise, like that was really interesting to me. And for Geralt to just say, hey, I'll just do the law of surprise, because he didn't want to do anything at all. Like, but he was kind of pushed to do it by the queen. So, and then the way he responded, like, oh, fudge. And he looked at me, that was good. So Ciri is not his daughter. I made this whole theory because, again, we're learning this world and we don't know like how far magic goes. So when you say that, when you do something good, something will benefit you later, which can be a baby or something, and in this case it was. So it is her daughter and her loved one's daughter, but it isn't the Witcher's. It's not Geralt. So he just has a bond.
Not the Witcher's.
Yeah, he just has a bond with Ciri, or will have, or something major will happen if they get together.
Yes, and Mousak told him that. That name is so funny.
I know, Mousesack. Who would name you? Like, I don't know if that was a nickname you got later, but still, it's like, ouch, Mousesack. I don't know. But yeah, I really like him, and he is close to Geralt. So that was actually surprising to see, even though we don't know anything about him anyways until that episode. We know a little bit, but yeah, like I just didn't see that having a connection there. But they really had a heart-to-heart afterwards, and Mousesack really wanted him to stay, which was huge.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So, and he didn't want to, and that's why all this mayhem probably happened, right? Because you can't screw around with the law of surprise. Like, you're supposed to honor it and follow through with it or something. Mm-hmm. And before, I don't know why, I just got nervous and stuff because the time jumps, and I'm like, oh, maybe that is Ciri's mom, but it was, you know, because I was like kind of guessing, like, wait a minute, she looks different, she looks older here, and I'm like, maybe through magic or something weird happens. I don't know. So, anywho, we're following short stories, kind of like the books or the stories we never read. And I feel like all these timelines are going to meet up later. So Yennefer,
wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, that'll be fun. And
Yennefer and the Witcher.
That'd be good. Yes.
I feel like she's like way in the past, and I feel Geralt's more in the present time. Or no, he probably has like in the middle, and then
he might be in the middle, and Ciri's probably at the end.
Yeah. So. How old is Yennefer going to be at that point? You know, because she was really well established last time as a mage protecting the queen. Right. Yeah. Yes. I mean, I feel bad she transformed herself in the first place, but
I know.
And that baby didn't survive. That was really sad. And
yeah, it was sad.
We had a debate last time because, I mean, things happen quick and we associate things differently. And when I saw Yennefer, when the queen was yelling and cussing her out, saying like, you suck or whatever she said to her, really insulting. Yennefer, I thought there was like a jump. I want to see that part again and just, I thought there was a jump where her emotions got triggered because she got so upset and she ended up in a different location. And I thought she looked around confused, like she didn't know. And then she ended up finding her way back where the queen got killed and she was trying to save the baby. But I guess she was just spiteful and just angry and insulted.
I
that
thought
she just took off on her own.
Said, screw you, you're done.
Because that was so disrespectful.
To protect you then.
Yeah, she was so
and even though you're frustrated, like this is your only way out. This is your only way you're going to be saved. Like what else do you got? You know, you're going to die if you don't have Yennefer.
She thinks, you know, she has the upper hand.
Because she's the queen. So I'm like, what else do you have
you
right
work
now?
For me.
If you cuss her out, what do you have going for you right now? All your guards
crab-like monster coming at you.
Yeah, just like knife monster, sword monster. Yeah, so just to cuss someone out like that, like that's your only chance to survive.
Yeah.
And just be that frustrated to show like your true person, like F you suck or whatever, what do we pay you for, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, really? That's what you're going to say right now? So when she got killed, I was like, well.
It's like, yeah, look at what happened to her.
She really tried and you shouldn't have said that to her. But man, just your own husband, like, yep, didn't give me a son. Death.
That's right. Didn't give him a son, and okay, I'm gonna set out to assassinate you. Gonna have my guys.
Same.
God, what a life, huh? You wouldn't want to be queen after that. It's like no way.
No way.
I want love, and that's it.
Henry VIII.
Yeah. It's scary times for sure.
That's for sure.
So Netflix wants to lock me up for some reason, but we're gonna go back in.
We're going back in.
We're going back in. Yes, and then bottled appetites. So shall we, ladies?
Yes.
Yes, we shall.
Let's do this. 105. Ew.
Bottled appetites.
What is that? A nose?
Whoa.
Oh, this guy's gonna be a freak.
Whoops.
Someone else has another idea.
Love surprises. We are flexible.
Oh, it's gonna.
Oh, I thought he was gonna go butt.
Whoa, yes, right. Whoa, this is.
Take part of me.
Oh yeah. No.
Oh,
gross. Oh,
he's sick.
This one.
No.
Do we have to?
Oh no! Don't hurt him.
Fair game.
Oh, there we go. Oh, God. Oh,
that was easy.
Oh.
Ew.
Look at him. Whoa. Oh.
You can't change the world this way. Only one of us will be alive to find out.
No.
Oh no.
Jeez.
Don't. No, nodding. Don't. No. Now I'm going to cut pieces off of you. Slowly.
He's too quiet.
No, come on.
Oh, how brave. He just takes it. Just slowly do that to somebody. Watch him.
gross.
Oh, what a death.
Children are our favorite.
Our children are our favorite.
Why does he speak like that?
Oh.
As you can see, passion is not the trouble. My issue is of a mechanical nature.
It's huge.
What is this?
Oh!
Oh my god. Oops.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Better than
jeez.
the little pill, huh?
Perhaps you are not aware of the rules here. If you are casting spells, I need to collect what's due to the kingdom.
Ah, taxes. Oh, this is not going to go well for him. Oh, she wins.
I don't know. Halfway.
Het is Luned.
Oh, God. Heads.
Oh, see, there's proof.
Will be allowed to stay.
Fine.
I mean, just her scream alone is powerful. I wonder what else she can do.
Yeah.
You must make the choice. You can stay, or you can continue on your search. What do you want to do?
Continue on your search.
Geralt,
Kiss my.
it's been months, years. I mean, I'm flattered and everything, but you should really think about getting a hobby one of these days. I fear I shall die a broken-hearted man. Or a hungry one, at the very least, unless somebody fancies sharing a fish with an old friend. What are you fishing for exactly?
Why don't you try?
Is it cod?
This could be some kind of magical creature.
Pike?
I'm looking for a gin.
For a gin? Like a genie?
Yes, it'll grant me wishes. It's in this lake somewhere, and I can't fucking sleep!
How's my singing?
It's like ordering a pie and finding it has no filling.
You need a nap.
You need a nap? Oh, you got it.
To hurt my feelings.
Jaskier.
Take back that bit about my fillingless pie. Take it back, and then you can have your
Don't
dinny
fight
dinny.
him.
Don't.
He's gonna knock you.
He caught it.
Look at him.
Firstly, may Valdemar
Oh no.
Troubadour
It seems bad. It's dark.
Yeah, look how dark.
I just want some damn peace!
Well, here's your piece.
Stop. Idiot.
Whoa.
After all that, we cut himself too.
Jaskier.
His throat's all red.
Whoa, yeah,
Oh,
can't
no.
be- Oh my god. Oh.
A gin in a bottle.
It's like a fairy tale.
Without the happy ending.
Oh.
Oh, ew, it's in his throat.
Oh.
His throat
Oh,
is
no.
attacked.
Look at his...
If the spell's action isn't halted as soon as possible, he could die.
Fuck, Geralt. Yeah, we won't let that happen.
Oh my gosh.
There's one mage.
I'll go find him.
Oh God, just
God, how can he
Geralt.
survive? Oh, jeez.
Is it
Holy
Yennefer?
smoke.
Yeah, it looks like it could be.
Oh, he's gonna be like this the whole
Oh,
episode.
this poor guy.
Jeez.
A fee for entrance.
I guess they don't.
It's like,
Yeah, I guess. That's it.
Welcome to my home. You're the mayor of Brent.
oops.
Oh, look at
Like
the
his fruit. Nice.
He's sleeping now.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Good. The fuck?
She's gonna be all sexy or something in the other room.
That's it.
Huh.
Okay, so they meet.
I'll indulge your curiosity all night long.
Ooh,
It won't take all night.
hear the enchantment.
He's in a deep, healing sleep.
How long will he sleep for?
Long enough for you to bathe.
I'm trying to say.
I can not only guess the age and breed of your horse, but also its color, or the smell.
When extreme measures seem reasonable.
You could always be in the
Yes.
tub.
I'm desperate. Go ahead. Ask about them. Everyone does.
Everyone else is boring.
Judging by your wrists and your wits, your childhood was very happy.
But Aretusa fixed you up nicely. What was your ailment before? You seem to find Coin pretty charming yourself. Clearly capitalizing on the political situation here.
I've determined your company and conversation payment enough.
I'm insulted.
What's the matter?
Oh, boy.
This is a little tight.
Just the way we like
I
it.
believe I sized you up quite right.
I said some things to him.
A friend.
I'd like it not to be the last thing he remembers.
Oh, he's so nice.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Yeah, what is she doing?
What is she doing?
Because she's tricky, conniving. Now you gotta help me if you want to save your friend.
Do go on.
If you try and bend it,
What happened?
What is she doing to him?
scent. Lilac and
Gooseberries.
Oh, great. Oh no! Oh, he's chained up.
Oh.
oh fuck.
Every time he says that.
Oh, Valley of Penis, oh God.
You want to keep all you have. Make a damn wish.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I want you to burst, you son of a whore.
Oh! Oh!
Gonna
what's he
burst,
doing?
close your eyes.
Ew!
Oh,
I watched that. Oh, he's the one with the wishes.
Okay, so now she thinks he is.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
That's not like the genie I know from Aladdin.
That's right.
We need to go.
Yes, yeah, you're okay.
I'm glad to hear that you give 'em monkeys about it.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
Well, let's pray for her. On our way out of town.
Oh, he's gonna be good. He's always so
Oh my
good.
gosh.
Leave the very sexy but
curious about you.
insane witch to her inevitable demise.
She saved your life, yes, yeah. I can't let her die.
She did.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh.
That's because I'm the one with the wishes.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in there right now.
Oh.
You did have a house.
Oh.
You can have anything you want. You could choose not to be a
Oh,
witch.
guys. Oh.
Give you back your uterus.
He made the wish.
Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez. Whoa.
Hey. There you go. Well, I didn't see them hooking up until this episode. Oh, the poor guy.
As if you could have a worse day.
Your brain's all over me.
Okay.
You always say they're really alive.
No comments. Now he's finally sleeping.
Oh, no, yes. That's fine.
Crap, she's gonna recognize him. No.
Gosh.
Oh,
No.
Come on, Forrest.
Oof. Oh, boy.
Doesn't want to go.
That's a good song. So
Oh my gosh.
we usually let the credits roll, but like we'll listen to it for a little bit. But I don't remember ever hearing a song, and I was like, oh man, I feel
That's
bad
right,
that we missed it if we did before. But I think that was different because it was so dramatic at the end with what
Yes,
happened,
yes.
and how insane to have this creature that like it's a more than one person or thing.
That's right.
Yes,
It's
he kept
over.
referring
Yes.
to himself as we.
Yeah, he is
And
we.
it can absorb and change into anyone and even take their thoughts. Like that's what
yes.
made it worse.
Completely.
Because he can
And-
act just like
That's
him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And like
boy.
to make Suri believe him so
Yes.
much so that she's going and leaving this safe haven.
Horrible.
It's going to be really bad. I don't know how she's going to get out of it. And does she know her true powers yet to save herself and
Yeah.
Dara?
That's
I
right.
mean, yeah, because
God.
I really hope
I
she
don't
can
know.
do something, but I'm terrified because, I mean, she was able to blow people back, I guess, or at least, like, defend herself when she was freaking out from that one guy trying to grab her in the beginning. I'm sure her powers are a lot more powerful than we've seen because I don't know how much she's practiced. But it's terrible. I'm really worried for Dara. I think he's just going to die. Like, that's what's going to make her realize. Unless
he didn't want to leave.
Unless they get to the Nilfgaardians before that, you know. But, yeah, he didn't want to leave. And I wish there was some other kind of sign. Like, she drank the sap, and I was hoping that the forest could aid her or, like, sense that Mousak wasn't himself, that it was some kind of, like, a different entity.
It gave her some, you know, intuition that she was going to be. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my
but how perfect was that? Like, here she was well cared for in a way. Like, she met new allies, really. Like, they really did like her. I know some were standoffish, but they were in survival mode, and they can you know, she understands why as well. But the leader really was kind to her and open. Like, just to let her go back too was amazing. We knew they were nice. But like, oh, you have to stay here forever. You know, drinking the sap will make or break you, will kill you if you're not a pure person, and you know, like, you're gonna stay here forever if you drink from it. And yet now they can go because of her words. Like, she doesn't have to prove herself or anything like that because they already trust her. She drank the main source, so they know at that point that she is really powerful and pure. So that alone made them trust her. But yeah, just to let her go like that, I'm like, oh,
yes,
no.
And gave her words of wisdom.
Yes, she sure did.
Choose your questions wisely. You know,
that's for sure.
She just gave her some advice that she probably knows that she's going to need along the way.
And that's probably going to be tested with Dara. I hope he just doesn't die. I just feel like now I'm learning this show will kill off anyone really fast when you think they're going to be a long-time character. So now I'm like, oh God, I don't know. But I like her new friend, and I like her allies. So maybe they can come and help her. If she screams, maybe they'll hear it and come to rescue her.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah.
Maybe. And some of the queens, I don't know if it was one of the guardians or one of the other people, they were kind of questioning, should she leave here? And the queen just wanted her to stay and said, no, she should be with us. And she knows she's got something. Yeah. She knows in her gut feeling that she probably shouldn't stay with them. But I think the queen she's all knowing, and she's allowing Suri to go, but just be cautious. Just be cautious. Not that she can foreshadow anything with Mousak, but or non-Mousak. But just be cautious.
Yeah.
And always question.
You know, with everything at war, and the people in the forest are so standoffish anyways to survive, and here they have this ultimate being they found out that's pure. Like, I would have had a couple of my warriors go with her. I mean, Mousak, like, thinking that that's actually him, you know, they might not have a direct location that they're going to right now, but I would at least have two warriors, like, just, you know, maybe not even let them know, and have them spy and track for a little bit just to make sure she's okay instead of just blindly believing. Especially, like,
she's so powerful.
You wouldn't think that, and I guess they said at the beginning, creepy guy, the wee guy, is a rare find or something, and I'm like, with all the crazy stuff that happens in this world and the possibilities are endless, like, I'd be paranoid and be like, I don't really know if it's you, because these creatures do exist and can impersonate and take your thoughts. I mean, I don't know. Like, I would totally set like a little party to go after her to make sure.
This one question, this one answer to this question.
Yeah,
but it takes everything from the person. So
yeah, so that's what I mean before. Like, if she questioned anything, he could answer it because he already took all his thoughts. But I still wish that if they just had one or two warriors even stay behind, like they didn't know that they were being spied on, and they just followed just to make sure she was okay for a little bit.
Yes.
Because once he thinks he's like out of harm's way from them, he might be like, ha ha ha, and then snatch her up, and the other guys are going to be waiting to snatch her up, and then they could be like, oh crap, you know, and then help out.
Right, and they can summon the queen or someone else to
come and
get reinforcements or something. I don't even know if they can leave the forest. Maybe that's the issue.
That's another thing too, because they always say you have to stay there after you drink from the sap or something, or drink the water. Oh my God! So I do not like that at all. And now
Mousak is gone. He's dead.
I know, I'm so mad at that, and he took that so bravely. I was really hoping he'd survive. Like, he survived this long, and then that's it.
That's right. Oh,
And
yes.
we liked him from the start, but then knowing he also had a relationship with Geralt made him even bigger to me. Like, oh my God, like he's
Yeah,
such a
yes.
kind person. Like, he was so good and thorough with the Queen and her family and Ciri, really protecting and calm and genuine.
that's
and,
right, yes.
you know, then surviving that to just stare at his killer and just slowly, not even a quick stab, like,
Ooh,
haha, when
yeah.
does the light leave your eyes? And just slowly
Yeah, and maybe
do
his
it.
purpose was just to tell Geralt that he is destined to be with Ciri at some point.
Oh, maybe.
And that was it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, you know, that
Why?
was his purpose, just to, you
I'm
know,
so-
unknowing to him that he was going to be killed soon after.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't know how much time. Yeah. Well, that was many years after, right? Because he talked
Yeah,
to
that's true. It was
Geralt
very many years after. That's
before
very true.
Geralt. Yeah, before
Yeah,
Ciri
that's
grew
Ciri's
up.
a young woman
Oh,
now,
wow.
yeah.
So,
I'm so glad Jaskier is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
how insane was
you
that?
imagine?
Because he was ranting so freaking much. Like, oh, you're getting a genie or a gin, you know, and he just keeps ranting.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
how, like, brash is that? I don't know. Like, he just goes and grabs it. Like, oh, 3 wishes. Like, I don't know. I overthink everything.
Yeah.
So
Mr.
I
Geralt's
wouldn't
the one
grab.
who's fishing for it.
And I'd be afraid of just saying wishes. Like, as we know, like, you have to be so specific about your wish. And even then, if it's a conniving or evil genie or whatever, they might twist your words or not understand your words
be
correctly
careful.
and completely can screw you up or kill someone. And so I thought that's what obviously Jaskier did. And I was like, holy crap, like he's ranting too much, but why would it hurt him? Like, what did he say to make it twisted? And but
yeah.
it was Geralt the whole time, because I don't know exactly what he said, because I was trying to listen to Jaskier because he was holding the vase thing, that I guess Geralt was telling him to shut up or something, or like, I don't know, like he said something about his voice, so that's why all that spread and happened.
yeah, and the
So I'm
vocal
curious
cords,
if you
yeah.
guys can let us know, or I'll have to look back and
yes.
see.
All that blood.
And
Oh,
then
that
we
was so
saw
nasty.
that he
Oh,
got
yes.
he was scarred.
That's
Okay,
right.
that's one wish.
Yeah, and we know that Geralt has powers, like he has potions and stuff that he uses, and I know a lot of you will be more familiar with it. We're just learning for the first time. So when he's like cussing that guy out or saying like, I want your head to explode or whatever, and it's
Oh
like,
my God!
gross.
Until
like
his
you knew it was
first-
gonna happen. I saw like
Oh,
his
like, okay,
veins or
close
like
your
the
eyes.
spidery
Yes.
like red veins going up, and I'm like,
Oh,
oh
no,
God,
so-
but I didn't think his head was actually gonna explode. And then when you're like, close your eyes, and right when you said that, I saw his like eyeballs go booing. And I'm like, that's so bad.
poor guy
This
behind
is so
him.
Oh,
gory.
my God.
Yeah, the poor elf guy. Oh, I felt so
Yes.
bad for him, like
Oh,
hopelessly in love, and that was like comical at the end when he sees like his ultimate
my
crush, like
gosh.
having sex with like someone she just met. Yeah, it's like, oh boy, but they had good chemistry too. So I'm happy they met up. That was huge because we've been following both
Yes,
characters and
that
their
was
main
a big leap.
characters. I did not see them hooking up. I did not think that was going to be a thing because I have that Disney brain where I'm like, okay, well, Istrid and Yennefer are going to be together and in love and meet up again, which they still might, who knows.
That's right, yeah.
But they, you know, he really did her wrong and then said mean things at the end. So that just might be done, like in real life. Like things are just
Yeah.
done. So I just didn't see Yennefer hooking up with Geralt. I knew they were going to meet up, but I thought on different terms and just...
That's right.
it
Now
wasn't
she got
gonna
her
be a
I
baby.
thought she'd have eyes for him, but I didn't think he'd
Yeah.
have, you know. any
Yeah.
eye for her.
I love
No.
him too. He's just so amazing. I just love his personality in this. And he is so caring. Like every episode we see more and more in that. And then we see him with Jaskier, and he was so worried about him. And he didn't want
he
him
was.
to, to
Very
die
much
like that.
so, and he refused to say he's his friend.
Yes.
I know that was hard for him to say. That was so great.
I wonder if Yennefer's going to have a baby now.
That's
She's
kind
pregnant.
of what we're
I
thinking.
don't know, you know, that's what I
know.
think she always wanted. And that was the one thing she was going to lose when she did this change.
Transformation.
Transformation.
Yeah.
That was the one thing she couldn't have. And
Yeah.
of course, that's the one
We're going to
she
paint your
wants.
uterus
Oh,
all over your
right.
face. Yeah. I mean, over time, yeah, like in the moment, she wasn't really thinking clearly, not thinking long term. She just wanted in the now,
right,
and
yeah.
then she regret her actions. I mean, to do something like that, like that's so permanent. Oh, I mean, to say it so lightly, because how nasty that was. But now, how smart was it for Geralt? Because he's very observant as well, where he looks around and he saw how it was painted, like the uterus painted on her belly. And so he just put it together like what she really wanted and
Yeah.
saved her life.
Short of putting
Yes,
arrows,
definitely.
please.
Please.
Insert baby here.
Yeah, and
That's
sorry,
right.
like I thought she was just gonna want a uterus, like just have her uterus
Yeah.
back, so then she can
Yeah.
have a baby whenever she's ready, you know. So I'm wondering if he just wished for her to have a baby or to have her uterus back, and then he's like, I'm gonna give her 2 things. I don't know, but if he just wished for a
wishes in one.
baby, but then like to wish for a baby, he'd have to be like, but someone has to help her along the
has
way.
to
Otherwise, like,
that.
here's someone else's baby, but now she can have her own. I'm
Yeah.
assuming that's what happened. So it was very thoughtful of him, and then he still won too. But hopefully he can be a responsible dad, because now if that is true, and that's going to be his kid, and he has a bond with Ciri now too. So he technically has, I'm saying, 2 kids, even though DNA might not be the same. But you know, he did the law of surprise, and he's bonded to Ciri. So I'm wondering what's going to happen when him and Ciri meet up. Like, is something magical going to happen? Are things just going to be peaceful again? And
maybe he can show her true power.
Maybe they can discover things out together. Yeah. Because everything's crazy right now because he kind of ignored the law of nature, right? Or it'll just come to be. Because, I mean, negative, it's war, it's life, like bad things happen. But even her father, you know, who was cursed, you know, he has a lot of bad happen until he actually like followed his destiny and finished.
Yes.
Made it, you know, where he married her. So maybe like once they meet up, something really good will happen.
I hope so.
It's gonna be tough.
They all need some good in their life. I'm fearful for Suri, especially for Dara.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dara.
I'm so upset now because I really feel like he's going to die now that she's going to try to protect him.
I hope he doesn't.
I hope, I know, because now she's like, you're my family, and he's such a sweetheart.
Yeah, so how can he not go with her? Oh,
I know, it's, he left this security to go with her now, and it's like, oh God.
Poor Dara.
And she doesn't know, and I don't know how she's going to find out. Like, I think she's just going to be, like, in the group, and then be like, oh crap, and then that's it. Because once they have her, there's a bunch of numbers. They completely took over the kingdom, so she's screwed.
Well, hopefully, when she does meet up with Witcher, maybe this new mouse sack, the Witcher will see right through him in some way.
If he meets up before she gets there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the cat's out of the bag. Once they get to the other members of the Nilfgaardians, you know, like...
Oh, my God. What are they going to do with her?
So at that point, unless he stays as mouse sack, but we'll see. I don't know, but not good. I'm really scared for them, and it's an intense series for sure. I like the short stories. I think we're learning so much about the characters. I like how Jaskier, again, is, you know, kind of like a main side character. He's always with Geralt, and he really has a soft spot. Like Geralt.
I want to hear his new tune now.
All the origin.
Right. I was full of lumps.
Oh, God.
Goiter in my neck.
You got big quarter. It's a quarter.
His vocal cords are all good now.
So, yeah, and guys, as you know, we have our Patreon where we have our full reactions. They're always like a week, and I'm trying to push even earlier for another tier. We'll see. So you can always check our videos early there. If you want to see our full reaction, then you can see all our crazy reactions throughout the whole episode. But if you're watching on YouTube, because of fair use and obvious reasons, there's certain things we can't show. I don't make the rules, but yeah, like nudity and stuff you can't watch, but you can watch people get beheaded and stabbed in really grotesque ways. And that's okay. Ragamuffin. I know, like, your safe words. And I'm like, oh, I love Ragamuffin kitties. Like, I have a Ragamuffin cat. And I love him so much. It's so messed up. But after watching Game of Thrones, we've seen so many weird things on this channel that it's like we're just so used to it now.
Mom, this is so awesome to watch this with you.
I know. I'm just like, oh, it's like... It's not so, we still giggle sometimes, but like it's not bad for us anymore. But I remember in the beginning we were like, oh my God. But yeah, so good show. Can't wait to watch more. And the big buildup is, I mean, now that Yennefer and Geralt met, like that was huge. I did not think
that is great. I'm so glad.
Yeah, to be fated like that too. Like, wow, like they were fated to be together so she can have her baby. Weird, yeah. So Destiny.
Thanks to a gin. Thanks to his insomnia.
Gin. I kept thinking of like drinking like gin. You can't call him a genie. So I love his outlook too, where The Witcher is always about not going after things that are judged as monsters, but they might not be. Because even the djinn was so evil and creepy as a shadow crawling up the wall, the whole building collapsing, you know, just the evil energy around it, the breathing and the mist, and, you know, and here Geralt's like, it's not a monster. Like, Yennefer was all upset, and like, now you release this major power and it doesn't have a master now. But look at her. I mean, she has a lot of power too, and maybe the djinn is even more powerful. It looked like it was, and that's why she wanted to merge with it. I don't know. I mean, I know it was powerful, but I'm saying that like if it was equal in power with her, maybe she would double up in power. but I'm thinking it was actually just flat out more powerful than her in general. So I'm like, you're powerful too. So you don't want to be seen as this evil person. So you can't judge anything else with a lot of power that it's evil. So Geralt had a good point in saying that, now that it's not caged or trapped, it feels free, and it probably will be better off and not harm anyone.
Yeah, and I have to add that we see meaner people than we do monsters.
Yeah.
Like on this one, I mean, that wee guy, I mean, he's pretty powerful. He's a monster.
Yeah. And they keep mixing all that up,
Yeah.
Like we do have monsters that are true monsters, and we have a lot of humans that are real monsters too.
Yeah,
and monsters that are not real monsters, like the Hedgehog Knight guy. Like he was a real kind guy that was cursed. Like he saved the king or something and asked for the law of surprise, and that's what he got. So he can actually make his way and marry the princess.
Yeah.
So yeah, interesting concept.
Come in all types, all sizes, and all forms, human and.
We're learning a lot, guys, for sure.
That's right.
So, Mom, love your shirt. Again, guys, we have merchandise if you want to check it out. And anything you buy there really helps support the channel so we can create more videos. And you can check out our Patreon. You can give the video a thumbs up. That really helps the algorithm on YouTube so more people can see our content. And thank you guys for watching. Until next time, be safe. Love you guys.
Be safe.
Bye.
Bye.
Ragamuffin.
Ragamuffin. Kumquat. What a word.
That was funny.
Kumquat.